welcome back, guys. Hopefully, took a nice little mindful break there. Next up, we have Reiki with the great Selena. Welcome, Selena. Thank you for being here and for facilitating this for us.
I'm really looking forward to it. So I feel very honored coming here and being included in this lovely retreat. And it's such a wonderful idea, bringing all like-minded people together from all different points over the world and being able to meet up online. It's fantastic.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. Thank you. Well,
so
I'm
my,
handing the baton
sorry.
to you. No, I was just saying I'm gonna go on mute. So if you need to share your screen or whatever you need, your co-host here, so you can do whatever you need.
Fantastic. That's
Okay.
lovely. Thank you very much.
Yep.
Well, hi everybody. It's so lovely to connect with you all. So lovely to meet you all. My name's Selena Joy, and I'm a psychic and I'm a healer, a psychic healer. I've been a Reiki master for about 30 years, I think, a long time. And, the Reiki really changed my life. I had sort of stepped into a bit of a spiritual life because I was so lost. And years ago, there wasn't really a lot of help online for things. So I had my tarot cards and I knew that there was something more out there. But I still struggled a lot with life. And I discovered Reiki, which was just a life changing point. I'm sure we can all go back into certain stages of our life and just think, that changed my life. And as I say that, I've got goosebumps because it just changed my life. I don't know whether if I hadn't have gone down the path of learning Reiki, whether I would still be here because, I struggled so much. And what it brought to me in my life was balance. It brought to me an understanding that there was so much more out there. And it also got me to a place where I could see there was light at the end of the tunnel. I could heal myself, because that's what Reiki is about more than anything. Yes, it is a healing modality that we learn and we give our healing and send healing. We become a channel to heal others. But the main principle is it's for us. So I learned Reiki. And it's so easy to learn. It's not a difficult technique. It's very easy. It's not religious. I know some people feel it has religious connotations, but it's not actually religion. It's a way of life. You can learn, there's these fast track courses, or you can learn a course of Reiki 1 in probably about 3 hours or so. So it's like you're given this gift and you don't realize how enormous it is. And so you go through the course, get the attunements, and you're sort of good to go. But unless you really bring it into your life, you're not going to get the full on technical technical colors of what Reiki is. And so a lot of people do Reiki and then they don't really do much about it. But if you really bring it into your life like I did, it has just been so amazing. Um, what I feel it does is it just helps align you up. So it starts you on your spiritual journey, your spiritual awakening. And it really helps you with perhaps things that you may have been doing. I know that when I used to meditate, it used to take me ages until you get to that bit that you think, I'm here. But when you're tuned in or attuned to Reiki and you go to meditate, it's like you're there straight away. It helps you to be able to focus, to be more aligned, to be in tune with yourself, to become more mindful. And with that, to just be able to listen more intuitively to your higher self or to connect with your soul. It just brings you a little bit of peace into your world so you can explore who you are and where you're going. So it brings you so much. Yes, it is. I mean, there's so many people have done it. Reiki practitioner. Yeah, I did my master Reiki not long after I became, not long after doing my Reiki 1, I went, I think the following 3 months later, my Reiki 2, and then studied and practiced to do my Reiki master because I loved it so much. And since then, I've been able to help other people heal and teach so many people. And I always start my courses with saying that this is life changing. This is going to change your life. So if you don't want it to be changed, don't come and do this, because it is life changing. One of my students came along and she was terrified of flying. She wouldn't fly. And we did Reiki. She had her attunement and went off. And about a month later, she said, you know, I've just got a promotion in my work and done my first. So she was managing for Ford and she was able to travel. She went over to America, all these different countries. And she couldn't have done it, she says, without Reiki. It unblocked some things. It took away the fear. Reiki sort of attunes you to love, if that makes sense. And so when you have fearful situations, you can just get back into your center, maybe send love to the situation. And so you feel a lot more confident. And it just helps us align to our true selves. And then when we know we're doing something wrong, that's not aligned for us, it doesn't feel right. Whereas before you could ignore it because your spirit guides are saying, no, don't go there, but you still go. When you're sort of attuned and aligned, it sort of physically stops you. So it's really great. And whatever you do, whatever, I'm a tarot reader for my sort of first job, but now attuned to Reiki, it just enhances the work I'm already doing. And you don't have to just be standing, with your hands doing the healing positions. It sort of comes out. So now when I do readings for people, I'm Reiki on, and as I'm speaking, I'm sending healing. So you bring it into your daily life when you're talking to your children, when you're talking to friends, family, you're sending Reiki to them, which really is empowering. If you go into an interview, you can switch on your Reiki to yourself, which calms you down, which gets you sort of into the truth of you. And you can go to the interview and you can change the vibe. And I know we can do this without Reiki, but this just makes it so much easier. And what helped me as well, because my mind switches all over the place. What helped Reiki did help me center, but then as you study more and more Reiki, you so like at level 2, you're also learning symbols. And so with the symbols, you can then start blessing your body, your water, blessing situations throughout the day. So it really does help you empower your life and change the vibration of a lot of things you're doing. And it's so simple. Everybody should do it. It should be in schools. I mean, I get really overexcited about it because I can't see why we're not taught it in school. We should be. We're taught how, algebra and all these different things that I don't think I've ever used since leaving school personally. But, if we were taught a little bit more about how we have this ability to heal ourselves, to bring peace to ourselves, to help others heal, and not to be anxious and nervous about everything. Sometimes all the time, depends what stage we are in our lives, because we can actually be empowered and in some sort of control of the situation, or in control about how we're dealing with the situation. So there's no negative side effects of Reiki, except you can you sort of step up, and sometimes that means leaving certain situations or people in your life. But Reiki has no negative side effects apart from it brings you this life-changing step. And again, if you don't really want to go there, you can go back, there's no negative side effects. Some people say, oh my God, if you're sending energy to something like a cancer tumor or a pregnant woman, isn't it going to make it grow and grow? And you're like, no, it doesn't work like that. All that Reiki is going to do is it's always sent for your highest good. So it's never going to do you any harm. It will heal you if you can. It helps to heal you if you can then be open to looking at the situations that may have caused the issue or the block. If it's your karma to be ill and go through the illness, then it can't heal. but it can help support you go through it. You can also send Reiki to people that are dying and perhaps are fearful of passing. So obviously it can't stop somebody passing because that's karma, that's life. But what you can do is send it to the situation so they have a more peaceful passing. So, it's also used in hospitals now, which is really great. I think nearly all over the world now, especially in the cancer units or in the children units, which is fantastic. And, a lot of doctors and nurses are becoming more open to it because they have seen so many benefits. My daughter, I'm keeping a bit of an eye on the time because I do go on, but I know my daughter, when she was born, we had a horrific she had a horrific birth. We nearly lost her, and she went straight into the ICU. We weren't allowed to see her, so I could just see through the room. But the nurse that was there was doing a little bit of reflexology and sending her Reiki. And that's I live in Spain, and that was 21 years ago. And so I did Reiki and reflexology then, and I was watching her thinking, oh my God, they're actually doing it witchcraft in hospitals, because that's what it had been labeled at. So it's amazing, and it's amazing how far it's come, and it's so simple. So I would advise anybody to go for it, to learn it. It's easy, it's worth it, it really is. And as I say, whatever you're doing, witchcraft, I know. People used to sort of push me out the way, think, oh my God, she's a witch. But it's such an amazing tool, because once you have Reiki, once you learn a little bit about it, and you can then learn to send Reiki to the future, so you can make things easier for you, whether it's simple as, I know we can sometimes do it with our spirit guides, find me a parking space, but you're sort of doing this with Reiki, so you're empowering the future, sending a symbol to a future situation, wanting there or intending that there to be peace in that situation. Even in the middle of an argument, you can bring in the Reiki, bring in a symbol, and put the symbol between you, and it can change the direction of the argument. You can send it to your past, so you can't change your past, but you can change some of the emotions that are stuck around the trauma. So it will ease some of the pain and start releasing some of the blocks. And you can also send it, if you want to go into past life, into womb healing, it can be sent. We're living in this sort of linear time where things that happen in our past or past lives can be affecting us now. So Reiki is a way of sort of, I don't know whether manipulation is the right word, but it's being empowered with energy and then going and changing things so you feel better and you start evolving more and more. And I've gone on so long and I've not spoken about how it can really just go forward to then heal other people. So when you're attuned to Reiki, again, you learn quite easily how it is to help other people. And it is so simple. It is just really sent with love and intention. I'm going to stop there talking about all of everything else, because I've got so many stories I could say, and I will come to the questions towards the end of it. There's so many. Oh, okay, we're not in too much of a hurry. There's so many benefits, from stress, anxiety, exams. I've taught children just so they can get through their exams, because I don't know, I went through school and it was pretty easy. I didn't really like it, but it wasn't the pressure that I think a lot of kids have now, or, certainly not in my generation. You weren't really encouraged to do a lot. But now I feel there's so much stress on children at school, and then teenagers to get their exams done. And then as adults to go, there's a lot of pressure. So Reiki can just be used whether you're in the sort of healing industry, or it's just for you and your family, just to have ways of calming down, being more aligned. It really helps you become more mindful. It wakes something up within you, that you become more mindful of everything around you. When I first got attuned to Reiki, It was like my eyes, you know, had grown with vision because all of a sudden I was more aware. I know I can see here and here, but I was never really aware. I was just looking straight ahead. And you just become more attuned and aware of your environment. So you know, it is just such a fascinating thing. What we're going to do now is so you can experience, because I could talk about it all day, to be honest, and I know there's a lot of information on the web, and you know, so, and people will explore for themselves. But what I thought we'd do now is we could just go into a short meditation where I'll be sending Reiki from when we start, and so you can have a feel of how you feel. And you may feel the energy come in. You may feel it different to when you normally meditate, or you may just feel the energy around you. And then what we're going to do, so I do a short meditation, and then we're going to look at one of the symbols that we use in Reiki. So I'm just going to share the screen so you can see the symbol. There. Didn't mean to do that one. There. So this is the Shanti symbol. And this is a symbol that has been given to Karuna training Reiki. Again, with Reiki, there's many different types and forms of Reiki. The original is Mikao Ushui Reiki, which I should have shown you his photograph earlier. So this is sort of the original Reiki that I have learned, and many people teach, but there are sort of different branches of Reiki, and that's where so many symbols come in. But the original sort of Reiki Ushui was developed by Mikao Ushui sort of towards, I think, the early 20th century in Japan. And it, you know, it's a fascinating time if you want to look back to the history of Reiki. It is a fantastic time, fascinating and fantastic time. So we're going to have a look after the meditation sort of comes to a point. I'm going to mention for you to imagine this symbol in your mind's eye. If you can't remember it, don't worry. I'm going to be sending it to you, but it's just so you can see. If you want to draw the symbol, you just sort of follow down stroke 1, stroke 2. Then it's almost like a music note, number 3, and then this twirl here. And Shanti is one of the symbols. So with Reiki, you can direct Reiki, you know, for the highest good of yourself or your client, whoever you're sending it to. But then you can also call in symbols, which then almost like a laser beam will go to the specific problem or issue that you're trying to unblock within that session. So this is a symbol that helps heal the past emotional trauma. It helps to remove negative emotions, stress, depression, anxiety, because what could happen is you're sending Reiki to a person that's going for their highest good, but then if they're really in a stressful situation, it's easier to go to try and balance the stress, and then you can then work layer by layer to the roots of different problems. But this will help bring in also a lot of balance. It can help the flow of the universal life force. So if you're channeling Reiki, it's almost like super turbos it. It brings in more strength. It connects to the soul star chakra. So this can help your connection. It's almost like it raises your vibration so you can communicate or connect easier to your spirit guides. And it can also help with your clairvoyance and clairaudience, you know, if you're working within mediumship. But it just brings in the main things of peace. This little leaflet has been shared in the chat, so you can download it and print it off if you like. And it's just got what it really does. So it invites in your spiritual guidance because it brings in peace and harmony. We don't need any bells and whistles really to connect to our spirit guides or to listen to our higher self. We don't need to do anything but be peaceful, but it's quite hard to do that. So this symbol can really enhance your energy and just bring in a clearer channel by bringing in more peace and harmony. So yeah, it can be used to connect with your higher self, to listen to your intuition more. And I love doing these symbols. You know, when I went to the beach and picked up some stones, I come back and I can draw the symbol. I activate the symbol and put it in my room, in my healing room or around the house, and it just brings peace and harmony to the area. And if it doesn't, I can always chuck it, chuck it at people that annoy me to bring peace and harmony. No, but it does bring peace and harmony in. And then I also have it around my bedroom for peaceful sleep. And again, if you're arguing with someone, what you can do, and it acts in two different ways, because really, if you're arguing with someone and you have that pause, which sometimes we don't do, but if you're a bit more mindful, you can pause and think, what can I do here? I can bring in Reiki, or I can bring in the Shanti symbol, and this perhaps will break down the vibration of arguing with this person and bring us to peace. And then perhaps we can communicate better. So it is just fantastic to bring peace. So we're going to do Reiki as a normal Reiki. And then I'm going to put a Reiki, a Shanti chant on, and then I'm going to bring the symbol in. So you may notice a shift between the energy of sort of like regular Reiki and then the Shanti symbol. And I'm just doing that because I thought it would be interesting for people to see where they, or feel where they notice the energy. So if anybody would just like to draw the symbol if they need to, if not, as I say, I'm going to be sending it to you and activating it around you. So just take a deep breath, and we're just going to do a short meditation. So if you would just like to take a couple of deep breaths, and then just be open to receiving the healing. Just be open. And then just take another deep breath with me and release. Perhaps just move your shoulders, release any energy, any tension, just so you can relax deeper and deeper. And I'm just going to be calling back the energy from time, space, people, and events as you relax deeper and deeper. Just creating a sacred space all around us. So around each individual person, just creating a beautiful rainbow, a circle of rainbow that just goes around each individual, and then this whole rainbow just surrounds us in our virtual circle. So we just have a beautiful space for us all, and I just call in my Reiki guide and the blessings of Mikao Shui. And so you can just allow your body to relax and surrender to this healing experience. And with each breath, you're more and more relaxed. And now as this healing energy starts to come in, I just would like you all to relax and just bring your attention down to your feet. And just imagine from the soles of your feet, just imagine you have silver roots growing down from your feet. And these roots go all the way down through the surface of the floor, down further through the layers of earth, through each layer, going further and further down into the core of Mother Earth, all the way down. And the core of Mother Earth is a beautiful crystal. So in your mind's eye, just imagine what crystal there is at the core of Mother Earth. What color is it? You don't have to know the name of the crystal, but just imagine this crystal that is there for you. And whatever color this crystal is, it will be bringing you just what you need to earth yourself, to ground yourself, to cleanse and clear your chakras. You're just going to wrap these beautiful silver roots all the way around this crystal. And then slowly you feel your roots bringing up, like when you suck through a straw, you can almost see the color of this crystalline energy coming up your roots as Mother Earth starts to transfer her crystalline energy into your roots, and you start to absorb this energy. And you see the color of the crystal rising up through your roots, drawing in this energy higher and higher. And you feel more and more relaxed and nurtured and connected as you feel the Mother Earth energy and sense the color of the crystal energy rising up. And as it rises up through the earth, it passes into your earth star chakra, grounding, nurturing, and balancing your energy. And this energy rises up and up your legs, your thighs, and then it's taken into your root chakra. And you feel this energy filling up your root chakra with exactly what it needs right now. Reiki energy is intelligent and will bring you exactly what you need right now. This energy then moves further up into your sacral chakra, expanding this area, balancing and energizing. And then up into your solar plexus, cleansing and calming this area where we also pick up a lot of psychic debris. So it's cleansing, expanding and balancing. And then up, this crystalline energy moves up and up into your heart chakra. And here we can just take a deep breath to help expand the heart chakra and to bring all this energy into this area, helping with any anxiety, stress, unblocking the energy here. And then this energy grows and travels up to the throat chakra. From the throat, going down your arms, all the way down to your palm chakras. And here you just feel the light coming out of your palm chakras. And this beautiful light force energy just coming out like torches beaming out of your palm chakras all around the room around you, balancing and cleansing. And just spreading the Reiki energy all around the room and all around you, expanding this beautiful light and energy. And then focus again at your throat chakra. And then this energy passes around the back of your neck to the base of your skull, to the causal chakra, to the feminine aspect of the third eye, and then it passes through to the third eye, the masculine aspect, cleansing and balancing. You can feel this energy work in the pineal and pituitary glands, cleansing and balancing. And then round to the side of your head, to the ear chakras, and up to your moon chakra, around the crown chakra. And this heads all the way up to the soul star chakra, the universal chakra, and the stellar gateway chakra, all open and connected to Mother Earth. And then you can feel the Reiki energy connecting you all the way up to this heaven energy and down to the earth energy, just balancing and cleansing and bringing in exactly what you need. So just stay at this moment for a minute as I'm sending Reiki energy. And then I'm just going to bring through some music. So now we're just going to have the Om Shanti mantra coming through. So now we're just going to change the vibration of the healing. So if you can still picture the symbol, I'm just going to draw it above you. If you can imagine it, that's fine. If not, just feel the Shanti energy starting to build as the room changes, the vibration changes. We just activate the Shanti energy. And this Shanti symbol is now drawn above you. And you start feeling the Shanti energy just starting to grow above you. And then you feel almost like pieces of glitter, bits of glitter just starting to cascade down. And perhaps imagine miniature Shanti symbols just cascading down over your head or through your aura. You may feel the feeling of peace and harmony as Shanti starts to come down. This is the energy of peace and harmony. And the symbol just cascades down all around you. And you can just breathe in Shanti through your whole body. And I'm just going to place the symbol now down into your root chakra. And then feel the symbol of Shanti just being placed in your sacral chakra, bringing harmony and peace. And we move to the solar plexus. And again, feel the symbol just entering into your solar plexus, merging with your energy, being absorbed by your chakra. Embodying the vibration of harmony and peace. And then moving up to your heart chakra as you feel the harmony and peace and the symbol, almost like it's being carved into your heart chakra, placed in, bringing you the gift of peace, gift of harmony. And then the Shanti symbol is placed into your throat chakra. And you have peace in your words, peace in the words you speak to yourself and to those around you. May your words bring harmony to your soul. And then we bring the peace symbol up into your third eye. May this help cleanse any images you may have seen, especially through the news, or images you may have been given that you haven't wanted to see. It will cleanse and bring harmony and peace to your visions, enabling you to envisage your future with more peace, harmony, and balance. As you let the old visions of the old version of you drop away, and you allow this symbol to bring more peace, harmony, and connection to your higher self, peace and balance in your visions. And then we bring Shanti, Shanti, Shanti into your crown chakra. And now we see this symbol once again grow all around us, helping us to connect to our higher self, downloading the truer version of ourself, our true voices, our connection to speak our truth and to live and be our truth, aligning our power and we feel the Shanti energy going all the way through our chakras. And now you breathe in the symbol. And we breathe the symbol. We push the symbol out to everyone in circle. Anybody that's watching the replay. Wishing balance and harmony in their lives. And then we push even more. Push the ripple effect that Reiki has, this beautiful peace and harmony. Push it out to the world that's so in need of this vibration. So maybe you'd like to just envision a beautiful planet, the blue planet where we live, and just send with your positive thoughts. Just send the Shanti symbol out to the planet with blessings of peace and harmony. So this symbol is now vibrating all around us, all through us, to each and everyone in circle, and out beyond. Symbol being sent through our aura, filling the room we're in, filling the city we're in, the country we're in, around the earth, bringing peace and harmony. And Just sit with this energy just for a moment. Just feel the symbol move through you, pushing out anything that's not aligned with this vibration of peace and harmony. No, now you've felt this symbol, now you've connected to the vibration of Shanti. If ever you're feeling stressed in the future, uncertain, anxious, lost, know that you can think of this symbol and awaken its vibration inside of you. And as with all of Reiki, it has a ripple effect. The more at peace we feel, the more balanced we feel, the more we hold that code, that vibration in our aura. As we go through life, we send those vibrations out to those in our family or in the workplace. We start to harmonize the world, the ripple effect. Just remember this moment, this vibration. It's going to bring our chakras back in to balance, into harmony. Hari Om Naham Lam Maham Vam Simran Vamyam Yam Ham Shivaram Swaha. Now we just start to focus once again on our breath. Slowly bringing ourselves back with movement, perhaps into the room, maybe rubbing your hands, Tapping your feet, taking a breath, grounding ourselves. I'm just going to pause to take a drink while everybody just comes back. Oh, so I hope everybody enjoyed that. I'm just reading a couple of the messages that came through from Lindsay. Oh, I'm sorry to hear your father passed away before you could really get into it. But yes, lovely. Yeah, it's a wonderful, wonderful calling. And yes, for sure, it's yeah, should be taught in schools. I totally agree, Laureen. Lauria, sorry. I hope you all enjoyed that meditation. Did people feel, you can just write in the comments if you feel like whether you enjoyed it and whether you felt the difference in the vibration just from bringing through the pure Reiki, which perhaps is more grounded energy, more, it's so difficult to explain. Oh, the sound isn't coming through. Okay. But oh, that's a shame you didn't hear it. I'm not quite sure what happened there. Technology. But I'm really pleased that you heard, you felt it, felt the tingling. Lovely. I'm so pleased you enjoyed it. The chant which you can listen to is the Om Shanti, which is by, oh my gosh, it's just gone through my mind. I'll share it. I couldn't tell if there's some. I know someone who's just written that, the glimmer from the symbol. Now, when I see the Shanti symbol, when I draw it above me and it starts to come down, I feel almost like a gold shimmer. So that's interesting that you could see that. Lovely. Oh, that's yeah, there is. So I find when I meditate neat, I meditate and it takes me quite a while to get to that sweet spot. But when I do Reiki, I'm sort of plugged in there a lot quicker, so I can really feel it. Yeah, and I love it. And it sort of plugs me in and just I can just feel the energy quicker, more solid. So I'm glad everybody enjoyed that. Did anyone have any questions about anything about Reiki in general, or anything that I've explained here? Exactly, an injection of prana. I love that. And I feel that's the wonderful thing with Reiki is life still happens, shit still happens. But when you can pause and then suddenly think, connect with Reiki or breathe the Reiki in. I use symbols because that's how my mind focuses, so I can draw a symbol in my mind and I know everything's going to be okay because I'm connected, I'm at one with the universe, I'm supported, I'm empowered. So I don't have to suffer like I used to suffer because life was so hard, and it wasn't really, but I felt my journey was so difficult because I had no control over it, or I was an emotional wreck, or I needed something to get me through the day. Now I've replaced everything, with Reiki, and I Reiki my water. So I know, when I'm drinking it, I'm healing, I'm healed. We still get ill at some stages, or we still go through issues, but it's never as bad, and again, even when we're going through some sort of pain, I think with Reiki, you know that it's there for a lesson. So you can sort of slow down and listen to that message a little bit longer, a little bit easier, a little bit deeper, and think, okay, why have I got this pain in my body? Or why am I feeling this? What's the message behind it? What needs healing beyond or behind the physical whisper that I'm getting, you know? So why is that hurting? What's the emotional or the vibrational blockage? So yeah, I love it. Real. So I think there, I'm just having a look if anybody had any questions. I think that's it. So what I'll share is I have got a couple of special offers. So what I do is I have also on Patreon a membership. Now, the membership is really because I started to do Reiki sessions individually, and I still do, and I still do a lot of different treatments individually. But what I found is that there was a lot of light workers that would go through their, you know, healing everybody else, you know, whether they're doctors, nurses, or healers, or psychic readers, medium, whatever sort of modality they're working in. And about every month, and the same would happen to me about once a month, I think, oh, you know, it becomes overwhelming because or not we do channel in it, you know, we are just a channel, but we do get overwhelmed with sometimes the stories that we hear, the news that we watch, the collective energy. And so that can be a little bit hard for us to look after ourselves. So as well as teaching Reiki, I also do Reiki circles, and I do them once a month online, and it's to sort of support us or just to plug us in for a while for a bit of our time. And I do a circle a month, and I also offer 4 recorded readings because I used to get really lost in life. So I read my tarot cards to sort of know what's coming and I can prepare myself. So I also offer that sort of support with others. And I say, you know, if you're worrying about something or if you get a little bit of advice, then you stop worrying and focus on the solution you've got. So you're not wasting your energy. So I offer sort of 4 recorded readings and a circle, and that's like $6 a month. But if not, the main work I do, I work with the moon, Selena, the moon goddess. Thank you. Yeah, joy and love in my name. I know it is my real name, Selena Joy. Love it. And I, you know, now after my journey, or not after my journey, mid through my journey, when I started really getting into my moon work and healing, I thought, oh my God, you know, my mum obviously knew what was coming. So, thank you, darling. I love working with the moon. So, what I offer, the special offer is because I'm going to go over, if not waffling, get to stay on point. This is why I have to have notes to stay on point. What I do is, so I have the healing circle. That's a general healing where I share something like this, or one of the other members comes in and shares something. But the other circles focus on the lunar phase. So we go into like the full moon healing is really when we release. So I go into past life to release or to go back to heal some of the karma blocks, past life blocks that are still sort of vibrating and slowing down our life here, or still has some imprint on our life here. And I also go into the womb to heal the ancestral healing, or even just the healing that we need because of negative partners, negative experience with partners that we've had, or just you know, from our childhood through our birth onwards. So I go back into the womb, and really what we're doing is just releasing and releasing a lot of baggage. And then with the new moon, I work again with healing, but it's a lighter healing where we just sort of raise our vibration and push out, and then we manifest for everybody in the group. So with the full moon, we're releasing and then we're manifesting. And because our vibration is rising, we then start to align with the things that we should have in our life, you know. And again, these are all supported with different readings and cards and advice. And so that there is a special, I put this into a circle for Awakenpedia because I do something different with the other people. But this now comes out as, it's $44 a month. And you can sign up, and if you don't like it, you know, there's no sort of commitment, accept the commitment to yourself. And if not, you can come in just for individual circles. So you can have a little look at that if you're interested. But if not, even if you just come in for one circle a month and some readings, have a look anyway. And that's on the moon healing and divination that you can find. I don't know whether there's some links posted somewhere, but if not, you can just Google it, Moon Healing and Divination, Selena Joy Lovett, or if not, it's on Patreon. And also the other thing that also that gives discount to some of the courses that I do. So I'm doing a past life where you access past life and do healing and get some information and insight. And that comes up for members at £40, which must be about $50. So I try to do things that we can do in a group, and I try to keep it quite economical so we can all join in and do it. And I'm also offering some 20% discount on the Reiki courses if anybody is interested. So please drop us a line if you're interested in anything I do. Or if you've just got any questions, then just drop me a line. Okay. Oh my God, I've actually finished on time. I do go over a bit usually. Well, has anybody got any questions? Oh, you've got the moon journal. I'm so pleased. Yeah. Do you know what? It helps so much in our lives, whether you the moon has such an influence over us. So on my website, there is a free moon journal, and it's very simple. And it's really just going back to how we were, centuries ago when we looked out, instead of looking at our phone to see what the weather is or where's the moon, we would actually sort of look out and start connecting to the moon. And then we would know in our lives, we'd sync up with the moon and sort of learn when to, oh, it's 11:11. Yay, health, wealth, and happiness to us all. So yeah, just going through following the moon and learning sort of when to, detox, when to release, when to launch projects, because then you've got that push of the energy. The website, my website is selenajoylovett.com, and the Patreon site is Moon Healing and Divination. God, I'm having to ground myself to remember where I am. So should I just type that in there? Moon Healing and Divination. And please let me know if you are interested in doing any of the courses. Again, they're advertised on my website. Just let me know and I'll offer, some discounts to people. Whoever needs them, anyone from Awakenpedia. Okay, thank you so much for listening, and I really hope you've enjoyed the energy, and I hope you go out to the beach or the woods and pick up ask the universe for a stone and start doing some symbols. I've got symbols all over the house.
Thank you, Selena. Thank you for a beautiful session there and taking us through an introduction and direct experience with Reiki. I really do notice the difference in the energy when, I've had a few Reiki sessions, and every time now, so I'm starting to come to understand intuitively the differences, and that injection of prana, as I kind of described it as, because it feels so immediate when through Reiki, as opposed to in my own meditations, it does take a bit longer, and it's just a little more just time, I guess, to come into that stillness in the life force energy. So thank you for leading this for us, and your presence, your energy. It's just such a beautiful addition to this community, and really appreciate you being here and your contribution to the retreat.
Lovely. I've really enjoyed it. What a shame the music didn't come through. Thank God I didn't sing along with it.
I was hearing it in spirit, I think we all do. So that's what
and
matters.
the chant is absolutely beautiful. I don't know whether I can bring it up. So people can go and have a look. It's called Shantrest Seba. I don't know whether you can see that there. I shall cut and paste it. and just put it in the chat. But it's beautiful to sort of draw the symbol, feel it. You know, I know you're not, even if you're not attuned to Reiki, I feel once you've had the symbol, you know, if you draw it, listen to the music, I'm sure you'll be able to sort of get the vibration. And she sings, so her chants and the music is amazing. So hope you
Yeah,
enjoy that.
Selena, when we create the recording for this, I'll add the music into it, so it will be there. We'll just
Brilliant.
layer that on.
Oh, brilliant. So clever.
We'll see. We'll
Oh,
see if I can do it. It shouldn't be too bad.
lovely.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you
Okay.
very much,
All right.
everybody.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Many blessings.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
All
Bye-bye.
right, guys, we'll be hopping on a meal break now, so feel free to just take some time to eat, drink, do whatever you need. And we'll circle back. I think it's at 12:30 Eastern time for human design with I Create Lines, which should be a really interesting workshop. So thank you for still being here if you've made it thus far. And I do encourage you to continue to try to attend the rest of the events if you can, to have the complete experience. So but thank you all for your valiant attendance and efforts and participation. All right, we'll be back soon.